Okay, uh, today I'm going to present about that entrepreneurial insights from Lehini Group of Companies. And this presentation is based on our official field visit to the Lehini Group of Companies, and these are purposes not only to the describes and what we observe, but to critically analyze in the entrepreneurial journey, opportunity recognition, feasibility, innovation, leaderships, and sustainability practices by linking to the real observation with the entrepreneurship theory. Okay. Uh, Purpose and importance of the in our field visit to observing the real life entrepreneurial practices and to understanding in the opportunity identification in the practice and to analyzing the feasibility and resource utilization to identifying the innovation and sustainability strategies and to reflect on the entrepreneurial mindsets and leadership, and these are field visitors in a gain a practical exposure and the real entrepreneurial ventures and to understanding in the how entrepreneurs in identify the opportunity, managing the resources, innovations, and growing their business. So the field visit was not limited to the observing and production process. It's also focused on the understanding in the strategic decisions, diversification, risk management, sustainability, and leaderships. So these are helped me to the classroom theories of the entrepreneurship with the real business practices in the operating successful in the Sri Lankan and international market. Introduction of the Lihini group of companies and the Sri Lankan a family-owned entrepreneurial group founded over the 25 years ago and started as the small-scale operation and gradually diversify into the multiple industries, and these are uh, industries and the export orientations. The Lehini Group of companies, one of the these are established name of the in Sri Lanka over the 25 years in tracking the record of the client satisfaction, and these are the founder of the Lehini Group of a diversified the Sri Lankan conglomerate is the Ernest Fernando, and who started from the in the Lihini Seafood Private Limited in the 2004. In the only these are include the these are including the different industries in the Lihini group of companies, and the Lihini Seafood in the started in the 2004, and with his son in Malinta Fernando India leading as the uh, managing and direct managing the direct and direct of the various groups, and in the entitled like in the leaning nature uh, product, and this group has in the expanded from the seafood and to the coconut product packaging, roofing, and more, all built on the foundation laid by the Ernest Fernando on the initially stage in the company. The Lehini group of companies started in the year in the 2002. I will show into the overall idea in the Lehini Nature Product Private Limited in the Lehini Seafood, but its video not responding to the recording. So I will explain in the company visited and it's their main core activities. So these are three companies operating in the different industries, but they are in the strategically connected, and this in the showing the plan of the diversifications and the vertical integration rather than in the unrelated expansion. So in the different industries in the Lini group of companies. In first one, Lini Polypack Private Limited, it's manufacturing the plastics, bag sheets, pipes, printing and PP product, HDPE and LDP in the different categories. So and second one, Lini Expandable Polystyrene Styrofoam, it's manufacturing the polystyrene and styrofoam boxes and sheets and cold chain in the packaging for exports. And third one, Lihini Nature Product in the Private Limited, it's manufacturing the organic coconut oil and agricultural product and export the seafood. So, these are entrepreneurial backgrounds and missions. So, these the founded by the entrepreneur's fathers and risk taking of the mindsets and learning through the experience and strong future oriented vision and focus on the survival and growth. So, one of the most important entrepreneurial lessons and observe was the founders willingness to the enter in the industries and without in competitive complete knowledge and but first gaining the experience, and these are reflect from the concept of the experiential learning in the entrepreneurships. And these are entrepreneurial opportunity recognition, identifying the unmet market needs and recognitions of the supply chain gaps, and opportunity recognition theory and market-driven entrepreneurships. So, according to the entrepreneurial opportunity recognition of the theory and the entrepreneur's success by in the identify gap in the market and the lean identifying the multiple gaps. So, and these are specifically in the seafood exports and in the these are packaging availability and quality standards and requiring for the international markets, and these are the leading group of in identifying the clear market gaps, particularly in the seafood export industries. For I will given some example, the lack of the reliable packaging materials such as the Lehini expandable polystyrene styrofoam private limited in the its fish manufacturing the fish boxes and polythene bags in creating in the opportunity to establish in Lehini expandable polystyrene styrofoam and Lehini polypack. So similarly, the lineage product identifying the increasing of the globally demand for organic and ethically sources in the food product, and which led to the in the ventures such as the virgin coconut oil and sustainable seafood exports. So explaining uh, opportunity identification in the Lehini Nature Products Private Limited, and these are high international demand for seafood, need for quality processing and hygiene, export market requirements and valued addition in through the processing, and these instead of the selling raw seafood in the locally, and Lehini identify of the opportunity in the export processing the seafood, and these are allow them to earn higher margins and competitive internationally. So I will show into the short video clips in the next slide. It's Lean Nature Products manufacturing. How is the performing the manufacturing process in the use of the lineage products in coconuts in manufacturing the different category in the virgin coconut oil, coconut powder, and coconut milk extra. So I will show into the short video clips. Okay. And these are opportunity identification of the Lehini EPS Private Limited. It is by producing in their own polystyrene boxes and Lehini reducing the dependency of the suppliers and controlling in the quality and reduce of the operational risk and these are clear example of the opportunity of the backward integration and needs for entrepreneur or control into the packaging and seafoods and vegetable exports, requiring in the cold storage and dependency of the external packaging of the suppliers. And this opportunity identification of the Lehini Polypack Private Limited is converted as the internal operational requirement of the independent business opportunities that also serving the external customers and demand for export quality polybags and a requirement for printing and customization and plastic pipes and sheets for agriculture and recycling base of the opportunities. So how to perform in the these are really polyfac in the manufacturing process. I will show into the short video clips how to manufacturing processing Lehini polypacks. It's including the manufacturing, printing, also uh, pipes manufacturing process. In this process, pipes in this process, pipes in this process, pipes and these are printing process and these are printing process and these are printing process and these are printing process. And feasibility and resource assessment from feasibility perspective and the companies in the demonstrate in the strong resource utilization. So only three main concepts of feasibility and financial resources. So feasibility, human resource and operational resource. I will explain in the next slide in both three. Okay. Feasibility analysis in of the financial feasibility. It's gradual capital investment in the reinvestment of the profit, export revenue stability, and risk control growth. And these the entrepreneurs in avoid the rapid debt-based expansion. Financially feasibility was maintaining through the profit reinvestment and reducing of the financial risk. And human resource feasibility. The skill machine operators and the technical supervisors and op- on time job training and strong leadership involvement. So the human resources were developed in the internally and the employee gaining the practical skills in through the continuous exposure and which increase of the efficiency and loyalty. And these are the human resources were effectively used with the training of the operators in managing the advanced machinery, quality control and export of the process. And the feasibility analysis of the operational resource. In this are advanced production of the machinery and improving the raw material and the storage of the dryers and silos and temperage in the hygiene controlling systems. The operational feasibility was in the highly controlled and specifically in the food processing and plastic manufacturing, which are the sensitive industries. These are the companies in investment of the modern machine such as the extrusions lines, steam dryers and sterilization zones, vacuum capping machines and recycling fertilizers, and ensure that the efficiency and consistency of the operational resources. And the innovation on manufacturing process, automated cutting and plastic recycling and molding and injection molding and waste reduction practices, and all these are the innovative with the leanest process of the basing rather than product base and improving the efficiency and reducing the cost. And innovation in food processing and packaging, steam dryers for a coconut, sterilization nets and Celsius and 200, and automated labeling and vacuum capping items, and those are the innovation in the food process also. Safety packaging, and these innovation help the meet international food safety standard and reduce the contamination risk. And innovation and competitive advantages in polls, including the only three: process innovation, product innovation, market innovation. So the innovation was observing the mainly processing the market strategies. The process innovation include of the automated sterilization, vacuum capping, extrusion molding, and recycle system for that convert into the plastic waste into the usable pellets. And product innovation was seen in the value-added seafood product and organic virgin coconut oil. And market innovation is included in the export and value in the local product, and the such as the sport fish in the high demand international markets and transforming them into the premium products into the uh, premium products. So these are including the vertical integration, cost efficiency, quality assurance, and brand reliability. In these are vertical integrations to the low lane into the controlling most entire value chain and giving them to a strong competitive advantages. So alignment with market needs and sustainability practices. So uh, plastic recycling initiatives and ethical fishing methods reduce the environmental impact and long-term business survival. So, uh, the sustainability is treated as business of the necessity rather than is the marketing tool and export market requirements, sustainability fishing methods and ethical sourcing and all those are these opportunity pursued by the leading group in the strongly align with the international market needs and the European markets needs requiring for the strict quality and hygiene, sustainability, and the ethical sourcing standards. So the company adapt of the methods such as the fall and line fishing, and which catch one fish at time and the protect marine ecosystem. So the sustainability certifications and the quality compliance and we are not optional but essential for survival and growth. And so these is showing the how opportunities and recognitions was guided not only to the by profit and but also by responsibility of the entrepreneurships. So, I will explain in the corporate social responsibility. So, these are we will should be identify and consider it into the main concept of the corporate social responsibility and the initiative in support for both community development and business sustainability and community run projects and also village level employment, knowledge sharing, and long term social impact. So, what are the entrepreneurial traits and leaderships how we are identify and is the concept of the refer from the entrepreneurs and show into the strong leaderships and by learning from the fail and making timely decisions. So risk taking ability, adaptability, persistence and experience base of the decisions making. And the entrepreneurial leaderships in displaying the strong risk taking and ability combined with the learning from failure and this field visit, we identify the speaker openly discussing in their past business failure, such as the early entering of the industries in the wrong time and in the emphasize that the maturity, experience and time are critical. So decision making was data driven and strategically focused on the long term sustainability and rather than short term profit. So these are the reflect of the key entrepreneurial practice and such as the resilience, adaptability, vision, and continuous of the learning. So these are field visit in the personal learning and reflections, and entrepreneurship requiring the patience and experience is critical and must be applied carefully and diversification resources. So these are theory versus practices and importance of the experience and entrepreneurial mindset. So the personally this field visiting the change my understanding of the entrepreneurships and I realized that entrepreneurship is not only about in starting a business and but about in continuously identify an opportunity and how is the managing the risk and innovation and adapting to the change of the new ventures. So one key lesson and these are words of the most important gaining of the experience and before starting of the venture and education provide of the knowledge and the but experience and provide of the practical understanding. So the field visiting is strength of my the interest of the entrepreneurships and show in how is the theory and apply in the real business environment of the real business environments. So manage feasibility challenges and growth. These are main I considering to the main concept. So we are mainly identifying the COVID-19 pandemics, and these are main challenges and diversification as the risk management and technological adoption of the phasing of the all entrepreneurships and the ventures. So the entrepreneurs in the clearly explain how diversification of the uh, diversification and help them and the manage of the feasibility challenges, and specifically during of the COVID-19 pandemic. On this, while restaurant in demand decline in earlier, and the supermarket exports the increase in the Europe and allowing to the business to the survival and entering the multiple industries such as the packaging, organic product, and the salt productions and the hospitality, and reduce of the dependence on a single income sources. So additionally, technology adoption too, such as the considering the temperature monitoring and logistics tracking and future customer portals into how it's improving the operational feasibility and transparency. So these are conclusion. We are identifying the uh, overall idea of the field visit. So the strong entrepreneurial example and successful opportunity exploitation, and the entrepreneurs in the how exploit of the opportunities and starting the new venture and identifying the phasing of the new challenge of the real business world and sustainable growth model and valuable learning experience. So these all are the leading group in the demonstrate how opportunity recognitions and feasibility analysis, innovation, leaderships, and sustainability into the lead of the entrepreneurial success. So the field visit of the leading group of companies in provide of the valuable insight of the real world of the entrepreneurships, and these there are success in highlighting the importance of the diversification, sustainability, strategically decision making, and modern of the entrepreneurships, and overall the field visit of the successfully connected of the theoretical knowledge, and with the practical application and fulfilling to the objectives of the entrepreneurships courses. So over the presentation, and thank you for listening to in my presentation. So over the presentation, and thank you for listening to in my presentation. So